All right, moving on. Travis Scott has been removed from next year's performance lineup for Coachella. Losing these bags, the rapper was dropped from the bill following the tragedy at his Astroworld festival in November. A Change.com petition was created days after the tragedy and demanded Travis to be removed from Coachella. Now, the petition has gathered close to 60,000 signatures so far. Do you think Travis will be able to bounce back from this tragedy and all this negative press around him?
He most definitely will. It'll take a little time. He'll just have to sit this season out. He ain't got gunshot residue on his hand. But funny thing about it is, I'm actually less concerned about Travis and this Coachella stuff and more concerned with how Rolling Loud people, y'all ain't shit, okay? Because the baby was able to come down to Miami and cut up the way he did at that concert and started all that hoopla. And the minute it died down some, the very event that he was at that caused all the commotion, y'all took him back. So it goes to show that, the gesture of not having him tour on the concert was just as hollow as it wanted to be. You didn't give a shit about the community and you just wanted to rake the dollars in. Now, I know I don't took your story and made it about something else, but Travis Scott gonna be okay.
But doesn't this happen a lot, Al, with people like these companies? They have a responsibility to, at the time, make a statement and we're doing something and you're off this. But enough time goes by, they always come back. Dog the Bounty Hunter captured on audio, N-word this, N-word that, and everybody was done with him. Okay, of course, he didn't kill someone, but people were done with him. And guess what? When a little bit of time went by, they don't slid him on back on television with his mullet. Right. What do you think?
I think this is where the disconnect is here. What the baby did that was smart was he eventually took accountability. Now, we know it was fake and we know that it was false, but he took accountability. He sat down with these groups that he had no intentions of ever participating in or changing his lifestyle, but he did what the public needed from him at the time in order to push past this. Now, the issue with Travis Scott is, like the petition said, they call it gross negligence and sheer lack of compassion for human life. So what they're saying is you never once took accountability and you're not exercising any type of regret for the lives that you have that were taken at your concert. So for me, I think Travis Scott just needs to go away for a year or so. Let this Astroworld tragedies, legal stuff work itself out, because I feel like right now, Travis, you're being extremely disrespectful and insensitive to the victims and the families and the public by trying to hop back on stage at the next hottest concert festival going on. It's just not right. So if you want to birth the other side of this, man, you need to take accountability and chill out. It doesn't look good you jumping back on stage and you just had 10 people that died at your concert and hundreds injured.
I agree. I would say before that, like, okay, but as far as his remorse, but yeah, we would believe it and we would feel for you a little bit more if you seemed like you were traumatized as well from people dying at your show where you couldn't even bring yourself to perform until, you know what I mean? Like, at least let the funerals happen.
Right. And then you said, let me do it for free. Like,
well, I was finna say,
nothing like, let me donate my fee to the lives that were in danger.
Goes to show where his priorities are, which is my career, and I need Coachella behind my name for my career. Right. So much so that I'll do it for free. And I know Coachella pay the girls. So for him, he's just making all the wrong moves.
It's just gross.
And you shouldn't have sat down with Charlamagne. You should have sat down with Gayle. Okay.
No, he shouldn't have sat down with anybody with his messaging. He needed to hire me to usher him through all of this, because everything that he said just didn't roll out right. And this is what happens.
We have an interesting comment from YouTube. Travis Scott is being thrown under the bus. Meanwhile, more than 70 people have died in the Amazon warehouse, while Jeff Bezos sent people into space the next morning and had a huge party like nothing. Double standard?
No, different circumstances. Yeah, different circumstances. Sorry.
Different circumstances, but as far as like the boldness of 70 people dying, and you're like, man.
Do you know how much planning goes into a space launch?
Yeah.
Right.
I'm sorry, people die all the time, and the world has to go on. We lost 70 people over here, but we got a space launch over here. The show must go on.
Okay, just had to ask the question. That was from YouTube. We got a quick commercial break. We'll be back with more TGIF after.